guys, thank you for tuning into our channel again. Today we will be talking about scheduling your passion, or as I like to call it, your investment in your life. We will discuss 3 scenarios. So I will also give you 3 seconds to go get a bag of your favorite snacks. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you settle in, you got your favorite snack. Now, let's talk to you about the 3 scenarios. 1, having a job and entrepreneurship. 2, having family, job, and entrepreneurship. 3, doing entrepreneurship only. If one of these scenarios is your life, then this video is for you. Now on to the video. Enjoy!
This is my walk, and the ground actually looks nice, doesn't it? Or is it just my imagination? With the fall colors and all of that jazz, nice jazz. Okay, I don't know what this camera has on, but I look fabulous. Okay, this is my walk, and this is going to be a proper ramble. I'm just gonna talk. So I've been having lots of conversations recently, I don't know where it's coming from, but I've really been talking. I've been having, like today, for example, was one of those days where my day started, my first meeting was at 9:30, and my last one ended at 4:45. And this never happens, but for whatever reason, that's what happened to me. But I've been having some really, really interesting conversations. And one of them the other day was about, as an entrepreneur, your passion. And I know we talked about passion before, but I just find it interesting that, how do I say this? So somebody stopped working. So not even that you stopped working. So you normally have a job and you literally work 9 to 5. You literally work 9 to 5 and you work hard. You go and you get your paycheck and you work hard. So now you decide that you want to do your own thing. Why would you give yourself less than you gave that person, whoever that person is? And I just don't understand why and how we do that. And I'm convinced that you're not as passionate as you think you are, because if you're really, really passionate about it, then you would make sure that your priority is your business, because that's investment. That's not work, that's an investment. And so let's say you decide that you're going to work on your own. You might have a family, you might have a job, you might have nothing, just the job. That's the working for yourself, especially in COVID. So here's my suggestion to you. Get up. Literally set a time for you. So I'm really a night person, to be honest. And so my most productive is going to be 2 o'clock in the morning when girlfriend is sleeping. And so I get up and I know I'm spending no less than 9 hours per day doing work, believe it or not. My hours may be all over the place, but I know for a fact I'm doing no less than 9 hours per day. It doesn't matter what time I start. All right, let's start with that. Recently, I got somebody on board with me, and so I no longer have the option of sleeping in late and staying. So I still stay up late, but I no longer have to start early because I have to meet with them. But all I'm saying this to say is you need to get up and make a schedule for yourself. So let's use different scenarios, right? One scenario is that you have a job. You have a full-time job and you're doing this on the side. So what you're gonna do? On your way home from work, instead of going straight home, okay, it's probably gonna be hard enough, but instead of going straight home, you stop somewhere and you literally put in 2, 3, 4 hours. So if it's a coffee shop, whatever it is, that place is open now, and even after all of this madness is done, then you actually stop there for the 2 or 3, 4 hours and you put your work in. You tell yourself you're going to put in, I don't know. So if you have a full-time job, it's hard to put in X amount of hours, right? So you're going to stop and don't go home, because if you go home, all this distraction and all that jazz. So you're good. And this is assuming this is your way. If not, find whatever works for you, wherein you are forced. You are forced to work, right? The other scenario is that you have kids. So be home by a certain time. Sorry, you have to be home for your kids a certain time. So your kids have to do homework, right? Are you helping them with the homework? If you have to, then when they're done, that's fine. But then, put your kids to bed, or you give them an activity to do, or you decide that you're going to do the activity with them, which has something to do with entrepreneurship, your business, and you get them involved. So Israel is my niece. She's with me now, and she does voiceovers for me. She helps me when I'm actually doing the layout. I'll ask her for her suggestion. So she'll help me to do some pieces of it. And by helping me, she understands the value of what I'm doing and will help me to actually make it happen. So get your kids involved. You'd be so surprised as to what they're learning while they're doing what you're doing. The third scenario is, what's the third scenario? You're just home. You don't have any kids. You don't have a full-time job. So you're home. And you're not, yeah. So what that option is that, let's cross here, love. That option is now, that option now says you need to get up at a certain time of day. So get up at 8 o'clock, get up at 9 o'clock, whatever, and set your time. Literally set your week, your day. This is what I need to do. I literally, in my phone alarms like 100 times a day. So whenever I need to do social media post, I have an alarm for that. Whenever I have a meeting, I have an alarm for that. If I have to do research on something, I have an alarm for that. And so, because I am organized. I'm not very organized by nature. And so I write everything down to become organized. So I basically create my own organizational system. And you can do that too. But this is where and don't stay in your bedroom. Do not stay in your bedroom. This is where you force yourself to do what you need to get done, because otherwise you are going to be all over the place, and you can't do that. You need to start, you need to put the time in that you need to do, and the only way to do that is to really push yourself, force yourself. So what did I say? I don't remember what I said, but I'll do some intro for it. But yeah, just listen. You have to. Here's the kicker. I should have started with this. Create a picture as to where you want to go online, and use somebody else's picture. That's what you want to do. See what their offices look like with people in it, and print it off, and frame it, and put it in front of you. That's what you're working towards. You have to have a goal in mind as to what it is that you're working towards, and then you take it from there. All right? So I think that's it. That's my walk. As usual, thank you for walking with me. Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. And see you on the next video.